Okay, who can guess what this video is going to be about? Might get a little bit long, this one, but I feel it needs to. Yale profile lishis and ones that are pretending to be. As you can see, I've got a few different ones here, ranging from the first iterations that started coming out, which is the SS002 Pro. That says there S Groove. This is not for a Yale, even though it seems to be picking some Yales occasionally. This is for a Chinese lock. It's not even for a Yale at all. You'll see that the handles are missing off some of these as I use them for other things, so that's the reason for that. So yeah, that doesn't really do much, to be honest. I'll use this here. This is an Era 6-pin. I'll use this as an example. If we put this in the lock, it should fit. Well, it does. It does fit in the lock. Whilst we're in the lock there, you may see now it's really bound up. We can't really move this through the pins. It's a real problem, and that's before even putting any tension on. Usually if we put tension on, then that becomes even tighter bound in different locks. Then we improved a little bit and we got these black ones. Now these will pick quite a few different locks. This is the 5-pin, as you can see. There's a 6-pin version of it in the back there. These come with this little warning on the front, 80% coverage without pin 8 or 9. So exactly as that says, really, if the lock has a pin height 8 or 9 in there, then this pick will not pick it. The blade of the pick itself will already have overset those pins, and you will never be able to pick the lock. You won't know if it has those pins in there until a good 10-15 minutes maybe of getting frustrated and trying to figure out why it won't pick the lock. That'll be the reason why. It's modifiable. I have filed this blade down thinner so that it does cover the pins 8 and 9 in there, but why should you have to file down a tool? Why is it made that way in the first place? The answer to that is this wasn't made for a Yale originally. It was for something else, and they've just figured out that it does fit it, so they've slapped that across there rather than modifying the tool for production. So that's the same, exactly the same with this 6-pin. You can see here I completely removed this top rail. That picks 6-pin lock still. Again, if we put it into this 6-pin Era, it will go in. As you can see, if I move this, trying to figure out which way we're moving it, it still binds up in there. And again, if I put tension on, that just kind of gets a bit worse. Becomes really difficult. So possible if you can get around or get your head around moving through them bound up pins like that. Not great. We have the SS. This is just the reverse version of this one here. I bought this one within the mindset of any of the backwards cylinders we get, like Wink House and what have you. Unfortunately, this is only a 5-pinner, so Wink House 6-pin. We are waiting for the reverse one to come out of one of these next two that I'm about to show you. I must advise, they do say genuine lishi original on them. This is not a lishi pick. This is not a genuine lishi pick. I'm not sure why they've put that on there. Oh, well, I'm sure we do know why, but it's not genuine. So these logos are going to be, or I'm told they're going to be removed, and a different logo is going to be put on there, so it won't be pretending to be lishi, because it's obviously false advertisement. You may see there is no 80% coverage written on here, because straight away out the box it will pick all of the pin heights in a Yale. There's two of them here. This is it says Yale 6B and a Yale 6. Now I'm going to say that the B stands for bottom, as it picks Euro cylinders with the pins in the bottom of the lock. And then this one here is for the other way up, for the pins in the top. So things like rim cylinder, where the pins are up here in the top and the lock is mounted this way. Why would there be two? Well, the picks themselves are identical, only where the charts are sitting. So here you can see the numbers the right way up, and the pick is picking upwards for the pins. Whereas the bottom one, the chart is this way up, only it's picking down for the pins. And you know, this has two valuable things about it, and that would be if we're picking a lock and we have a wall here, and let's say we're using this one here and the lock is on the right, and we're in the lock, we now can't use this chart because we can't see. So we just flip around to use the other pick, and that would go in, and now we can see. So really important that is. And what makes these two picks here different from the rest of these, what I consider failures, would be they've put an angle in here. If you see that? So that allows this to move much more freely in the keyway. If you imagine an S shape, which the Yale keyway almost is, the middle of an S is on an angle, right? So where we just saw it binding up and struggling with these ones, I'm going to put this pick in here, you see, very freely in and out. I'm going to apply tension on here. Absolutely no problem moving this pick in and out. It's free to move up each of the chambers and pick just like you would with any other lishi. Nice click. Nice click. I probably shouldn't try and pick this in my hand here. We'll put it in the vise in just a moment. Yeah, we'll put it in the vise and pick it just to demonstrate that working. So forget those for now. We're dealing with these, and it will also pick a Yale 5-pinner for this one. It'll go in there, and you see that the shoulder stops just a bit shy of being fully in, and that's the tip of the key there. You see it hitting the back of the tail piece. It is still pickable, we can do it, but they will be releasing the 5-pin version of this tool with the angle plate on it. So we'll wait for those to come out, and I'll probably pick up another 2 of those as well, just for the sake of doing these cylinders. And obviously, you know, we can single pin pick these. Sometimes the lishi actually hinders us from picking, but these particular ones, they make picking a little bit easier, like it should do, to be honest. Really quickly, we're going to pick this one. This is 6-pin era, and we're also going to pick this. This is a UAP Kinetica 3-star. These can be a pain in the backside to pick, I'm telling you. So we'll chuck that in the vise. We'll move this up a little bit, excuse the mess. Okay, start off with this. This is the internal core from a British standard era night latch, and this is the one we want with the pins down. Put that in there. I'm going to try and move the camera around just to give us a bit of a better angle and a look at the chart as we go. And I can move the vise as well. Okay, that might be better. I can reach around, there we go. So put his tension on and we'll begin. Pin 1 gives a click. A little something on pin 2. 3 is binding all the way down here. Nice click out of 3. A little bit of spring in him, that's what we're looking for. 4 seems a little bound. Okay. 4 went all the way up there, not sure if that's right or wrong. Coming back, checking that others are still where they should be. 4 drop back down just there. Okay, just leave 4 there for a minute. 1's dropped back down. Oh, okay, sent him up, and we saw we got rotation on the core. So we have spool pins. In other lishis, this could be a problem for you. This one, we can get counter rotation. We're getting it on 2. Let's see what that does for us. we've lost our false set. And we sent 2 up. Gonna relax a little bit. Got the false set back, but we lost 2 again, so let's try that again. And there she goes. Okay. So that's your era 6 pin. That doesn't matter if it's a Euro, if it's a 1-star era Euro cylinder as well, it'll pick it just the same like that. I have done a 1-star era in a door on a job with that pick, and it did a very good job. So this is the UAP Connecticut now. This is UAP Connecticut 3-star. Not an easy lock to pick. If any of you have ever tried, you'll know. And I'm hoping it won't take too long to pick, as this is going to be a long video, but I think it's necessary. So here we go. Same pick again. Every lock that you come to pick won't all pick the same. So you'll find different little quirks with different locks, but that's the same as hand picking. It's always going to be a little bit different, so you've got to learn each lock, how it responds. 6 here, really hard to even get underneath him, and he's biting. Got a little turn on the core there, so we're looking for some counter rotation. Oh, okay, we've got a deeper false set after hitting 3. Okay, we got 2. 1, not really giving as much on 1, we'll leave him be. Okay, nothing on 3, nothing on 4. 5 centers into a deep false set. So I wish I could turn the camera to show you, but maybe I don't want to ruin it. 5 seems to be giving us counter rotation. We'll try and send him home. And there we go. UAP Connecticut 3-star with the lishi. You can see it's still involved. You still need to know what you're doing while you're picking, and take some practice. You've got to put the time in. You may also notice here that I'm picking each of these locks in the clockwise direction. These still need to be picked one way, really. Otherwise it starts to bind, and maybe we can show that. If we go the opposite way, yeah, you can see it's not so great. We can't move back into 2. If we go the other way, we get the movement. This way, not so much. It's just pinching. The warding presses into this groove here, and that's obviously where our pick is running, so it doesn't allow it. We can plug spin. It's not really much of an issue. Even if it's a thumb turn, we can pick the cam up and let it go and turn around and pick the cam, etc. If I come up to this, it can be a pain with hand picks. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go and try and open it with this instead, and I think we'll have a much better result. Okay. Next, I would like to pick... Oh, I should have had this prepared before we started. I can't find it. Here it is. Okay. Already picked still. This surprises me because this is a Yale X5. It doesn't have the same Y1 profile. However, the lishi pick does fit. So we're going to try and pick it here with this same lishi pick. So we might switch picks now because obviously we've got pins facing upwards. Into the lock we go. And you'll see we've got that movement still. Always check for the movement when you start. Okay, binder on 2. Ooh, very deep. Now it's giving a little spring down there. 3. 3 the same. We got a nice click on 3 there. 2. 1. 3 again. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Four, little counter rotation. Lost 3. Okay, we've still got 4. Still got 3. 2, 1, 3. Deeper for 3. And there she goes. Fantastic. So that's the long version. I'm going to put up a shorter version of this video as well. There will be links where you can buy these from. These have been sent to me by UK lock pickers for testing. It's not a biased opinion. These are the best out on the market at the moment for Yale keyway. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. You can see, well, by the results of this video, to be honest, I could not pick these locks with the previous ones that have come out. So shame that they decided to put lishi on it when it's not. So, but like I say, that's going to get changed over time. They're going to be changing out the logos, so it's not pretending to be something it's not. But the best out at the moment for sure. I'll put links for you guys to buy them from UK lock pickers, and give them a try yourself. Thanks for watching.